G'day guys, welcome back. How are we? We're at the National Maritime Museum in Sydney today. We're going to start by climbing over the ships, through the submarine I should say, a few ships, and then we'll go inside and have a look. Not everybody's cup of tea, this sort of thing, but this should be really interesting. Alright, let's go and start with this big bad boy right here. I think we might start on the submarine, the Onslow. Hopefully we can walk on top, but let's hope we can get down inside, have a look. It's pretty big, the torpedo. I realise it's a old one, but it's pretty big. We're about to climb into the depths of the submarine, so we've got to turn around and go down backwards on these next set of stairs. 6 torpedo tubes. This one could hold 22 torpedoes. Can fire 6 at once. Big tubes, real big tubes. I don't think there's any way on God's earth I could work on a submarine. Have a look how small this hole is. I'm going to struggle to bend down and get through this. Have a look at the beds.
How do you close?
Wow.
So you either do it from that position there, but
tiny little
We're in a submarine
beds.
and this part's under the water.
I don't even think they're 6 foot, and I'm struggling to walk down this corridor. Little common room, play some games. Tiny little kitchen, or galley I should say. Oh, we found the captain's room. It's a little bit bigger in here, but still nothing fantastic. The old tape deck in the corner. We've made the I don't know what it's called, but where they drive the ship, the sub. Wow. I'll have a look through the periscope.
with a cell phone because you might hit your lens. That's all.
No, she's right. So far away, looks so close. Have a look at all these gauges. Takes so long to work out exactly what you're doing. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's another tiny little cabin in there. Wow, toilet. I can't even stand up straight in this thing. 80 people. Oh, there's a better toilet. 80 people this thing holds. That's the communications room. Now we've reached the engine room. Man, these things are massive. Massive. Gauges and dials everywhere. No way. Have a look at it all. Massive diesel engines, 2 of them. Now we've come to the end of the submarine. There's no way in the world I could live on one of these things. I fully understand one these days are a lot bigger, but it's time for us to get out. We are now on the Vampire. Have a look at those cannons. We're going to start, give me a second, as we walk around here, we're going to go up the top and head into the bridge. You got those 2 massive guns there, and then another 2 up the top. But let's head up the top there to the bridge. Here's the bridge. Wow. There's the chair. It says don't sit in the chair. As much as I'd like to sit in the chair. You can just see the front of the boat from here. Wow. I think it said 1959 was the last time this was used. Don't quote me on that. Like, how old technology is that? It's pretty old. I'm guessing that's an anti-aircraft gun. That's just a single barrel one. Down the back I saw a double barrel. We'll have a look at that shortly. This is the operations room. Wow. This is like smack dab in the middle of the ship. Well, not the middle, in the middle at the front. You can't see anything, can't see the outside, but it's got all the instruments and everything here that you possibly need. And some, probably. That's the captain's sleeping cabin. His bed's a little bit bigger than on the submarines. And right beside him is the radar room. Obviously it's full of stuff that doesn't belong in there at the moment. And just beside him as well is also the radio operator. Two 40mm 60 caliber anti-aircraft guns. Close range they were. Planes came too close, that's what they got. Another double anti-aircraft gun on the port side of the vessel, and then these 2 big cannons at the back right in front of the helicopter landing pad, which is not very big at all. I wouldn't like to be trying to land a helicopter on here. There's your shells that they fire. They're pretty big bullets that come out of those guns. Pretty big bullets. Obviously the ship is a bit bigger than the submarine, so there's a little bit more space, but it is still very, very cramped in here. Very cramped. Still not a place I think I'd like to be staying on. These are showers. 2 showers in there. Kitchen. Big mixer. So we're in the compartment now where they load those 2 big cannons on the back of the helipad. Drop the shells in there, they close and go up that green tube into the gun up there somewhere. You can climb up there. We can't. This is so it all turns around, and then they have all the bullets on the sides. That's the senior sailor's rec room. That's actually quite nice in there for the ship. There's the bathroom for the sailors. Not very big in there. Not big at all. Wow. Communications room. Always listening. There's a little shop inside here. You can buy your Freddos and smokes. I hope that's in focus. Your Sprite and Fanta and Coke. Have a look at the cash register. And this is where the sailors got their dinner from. A couple of big ovens, deep fryers down the back there. Have a look at the beds there. That's where they'd be sleeping. Drop them down. Have a little nap. Set them back up for more space. This room is the forward gun. So exactly the same as the one out the back, just facing forward. Here's a closer look at the beds here. Once again, they are not very long. This is the gun room. We're down checking out the wildlife photos of the year. These are incredible. Some absolutely incredible pictures. And I'm sure my camera is not doing it justice. Have a look at these. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you're down this way, make sure you come down, check out these photos. That is the figurehead of the HMAS. Sorry, I don't think it's HMAS. I think it's just HMS Nelson. It's pretty old, that thing. 4th of July 1814, and that's off the boat. This is the First Lady, Kay Coddy's ship. She was the first lady to attempt a non-stop solo circulation of the world. Can't confirm or deny whether she made it or not. I do not know that information, but maybe that will be on the screen below. No, it won't be on the screen below. There you go. 189 days at sea. She returned victorious. The first woman. 189 days solo around the world. Ken Warby's Spirit of Australia, the world's fastest boat. It was at the time. I don't know if it still is. Proudly sitting up there on the wall. Let me do some investigation and I'll see. 277 miles an hour, 466 kilometers an hour. Hang on, I shall be back. There you go. It says in 1978 he returned and broke both the 500 kilometer an hour and 300 mile an hour barrier, hitting 511 kilometers an hour. He is the only powerboat driver alive to have reached such speeds. His record still stands, though several drivers have been killed trying to beat it. Several are still trying. There you go. That vessel has gone over 500k an hour. Have a look at that. That's the old insides of a lighthouse. It's the Tasman Light. A lot of mirrors to reflect the light and send it long way out to sea. This is a Sikorsky Seahawk helicopter. This thing's pretty big, hanging from the roof here. A lot of room inside that. Have a look at the controls in there. No wonder it's so hard to get your pilot's license. Like, the video doesn't do it justice just how big this thing is. That blade, huge, absolutely huge. It'd have to be 6 meters, 7 meters long. Massive. Alright, this is an actual cannon off the Endeavour. When Captain Cook first came here, he ran aground. The place is now called Endeavour Reef. So what they did to lighten the vessel, because it was taking on water, they threw a lot of stuff overboard. And it took them till 1969 to find it. So from 1770 to 1969, this sat at the bottom of the ocean of the Great Barrier Reef. This vessel is the Shinhan, and it was wrecked in 1323. We're in the Lego area now. And have a look at this one. This one's called the Vasa. 1628. This one was wrecked. Oh. Oh, you can, they're turning it, hang on. It's pretty colourful. I don't think it would have been that colourful back in the 1600s. Maybe it was, that's an actual picture of it there. Not colourful, but very, very decorative. Very decorative. That's how they raised it. Put a couple of floating ships beside it and then lifted it up. There's the most famous sunken ship, the Titanic, hanging from the ceiling. Down she goes. This is the Batavia, 1629, it was wrecked. It's a lot bigger. They're getting bigger, the ships. A lot of people on board that. Pretty incredible the amount of work that goes into one of these. This is a robotic underwater viewing or camera module. And this is the Rena. Ran aground somewhere, not too sure where. Have a look at the picture. Big mess. Big mess. The Luna Park model looks quite good. Alright, we're now walking on the replica of the Endeavour. Not going to go down inside this one. My brother went down in here and tiny, 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 tiny. The back's not going well, so not doing that. This is not a very big ship at all. Not very big. She just said that this has gone around the world twice. It is a replica. Oh, it's very hot. But yeah, not going, like I said, not going downstairs. There's a lot of work to be done on this. Keep it in good shape. A lot of work to be done. It can't go on that little vessel there. It's just sailed back from Tasmania. They've got to put it back into museum mode first before you're allowed back on it. Alright guys, that was a look at the Australian Maritime Museum here at Darling Harbour. Behind me is a replica of the Endeavour. Just got off that. Now I did say it was free, I think, at the intro, but it's not. It's $25 gets you to do the whole museum and climb all over the submarines and the ships. Well worth the money. We've been here for 4 hours now and fantastic, absolutely fantastic. A lot of history inside that building beside me. A lot of history. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you again shortly with another one. Hooroo.